Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Agle and I am talking all things fragrance. Sometimes bits of beauty and style here and there, especially on my Instagram and TikTok. On here, mostly scents. Today I'm finally touching the summer fragrance topic. Obviously, I am wearing other fragrances, not only these 10. It all depends on mood, on the temperature, on the occasion. But these are the ones that for me, I think are very summer appropriate. I am not the kind of person who categorizes fragrances for men and women or winter and summer, but some of the fragrances just don't smell good in the heat. They don't. On the skin, when you spray it, it reacts with the sun, with the humidity, with the heat. It becomes just not good, especially fragrances with saffron. Let's say I don't like wearing too much of the leathery scents. You do you. It all depends how it smells on you. But on me, especially if I have to do a lot of work, it's already hot and heavy and cloying. I don't really want to make myself more heavy with wearing something super leathery, woody, spicy. During the day, I just want something more easy, versatile, refreshing. But as I said, it all depends on the mood, on the day, on the temperature. Let's just begin. We have quite a few fragrances to talk about. As you already probably know or not know, I am not the biggest fan of very fresh and fruity fragrances. The fragrances that lean a little bit juvenile, some peachy fragrances, it just doesn't really work. But I do love a good pear scent, and I have a few. I'm gonna start with Kun Amo from Jeroboam. I got it last year and something really switched either in my brain or this fragrance, because I did enjoy it, but this year I enjoy it so much. There's something about it. This is not a heavy, sweet juvenile pear. This scent is quite airy and woody. It opens with a very pretty and elegant marzipan accord as well. What I like the most about it is how spacious it feels. It feels definitely airy. It gives you an opportunity to breathe around you and smell good at the same time. I really love the marzipan almondy floral opening, and together with that crisp, fresh pear, it just does something. My husband always says that I smell nice when I wear this scent, so that's good. I love that they do 30 ml as well, and for quite a good price. Another pear fragrance that I really adore, and I feel like summer and spring is this season to wear this, even early fall as well. This is quite a different from Kun Amo. It is more woody. It is more reserved. It doesn't have that sparkly, very fresh, fruity, peary opening. When I wear this fragrance, I always imagine myself somewhere in the countryside, in the hammock, just enjoying golden hours surrounded by pear trees. Yeah, just enjoying a beautiful, carefree summer day. Give me a good fresh rose fragrance in summer and I'll be happy. One of those scents is a rose from Diptyque. I have EDT version because to me it is exactly what I want in summer, in the heat, in humidity. I want fresh, quality rose water that would feel a little bit green and natural and dewy. This is exactly that. It feels like you just woke up somewhere in Provence, maybe in Grasse, early in the morning, and you are about to harvest the most beautiful roses together with the dew. You have two roses in here, Centifolia and Damascena. It smells like rose petals floating on the most fresh and crystal clear water. This is more of a functional fragrance for me because it feels refreshing. It gives you this elegance and sophisticated energy. You feel fresh and feminine and gorgeous as well. I can imagine this being a perfect bridal morning scent as well in Italy, in France, anywhere actually. The most simple rose fragrance done in such an elegant and quality way. In my humble opinion, one of the best vanillas to wear in summer, Floraïku Sand and Skin. This is just a vanilla masterpiece. It's not only vanilla, there's a lot of ylang-ylang extract and benzoin. It feels glowing and radiating. It gives the feeling of when you've been out in the sun all day and maybe on a holiday, maybe just a regular day, you are getting ready for dinner and your skin is radiating that sunny warmth. This is not the creme brulee type of vanilla scent. This is more of that real vanilla pod extract. Maybe it feels a little bit balsamic and resinous as well. This is my ideal summer date night fragrance. It is captivating and magnetic. I do get something musky in here as well. It's not listed in the notes, but I do get a bit of muskiness. Maybe it's the way it reacts with my skin. Such a unique and high quality vanilla fragrance, definitely worth checking out. I think you can actually order a discovery kit from Floraïku. I will link it in my description as per usual if I find it. I am not sure right now, but this is a gorgeous scent. Another vanilla fragrance, Power of You from Armani. Everyone knows this scent by now. Some people hate it, some people are in love with it. People say that it smells like BO, which is, I honestly find it so hard to comprehend where it smells like BO, but to each their own. Obviously, I am not mad if you smell this. It's okay. We all smell different things. To me, it smells like creamy ice cream dessert with vanilla and passion fruit. It is very gourmand, but there's also this beautiful, clean, tropical floral aspect from Frangipani. There's benzoin in this, which pulls this fragrance to more mature direction. If we compare the vanilla with Floraïku Sand and Skin, two different vanillas, because this one, as I said, it is more almost maybe a little bit animalic and muted. The real powdery vanilla in here, it is more of a creme brulee, the typical vanilla that we get in many fragrances these days. I'm not mad about it because this smells absolutely fantastic. In the evenings, summer evenings, this smells gorgeous. Now I'm thinking, if other people perceive this as BO and you are on a date night and people smell you, I hope it's only a small percentage of people who smell the sweat in this. Next, Yuma from Pernoire. I adore this scent. I think it is one of the best releases this year, especially for summer. This is a summer fragrance to me. I cannot imagine myself reaching often for this scent in fall and winter because it is very fresh, zingy, zesty. It has a mountain air accord. Of course, this is a fantasy note, but it truly feels like it opens your nostrils. In the dry down, it is beautifully earthy and gives the feeling of just hiking in the mountains, surrounded by that fresh and earthy nature, stones and minerals. The opening of the scent gives me life. The mint in here is quite realistic. It is not too minty. It smells like real mint. If you know the scent of real mint, it is not heavy as people think it is. Like in some of the fragrances, it is just so synthetic. The real life scent of this plant is just calming, slightly sweet, slightly herbaceous, and that beautiful gingery zing. It has a bit of a kick, but still feels smooth and floral. Floral, more like mountain flowers. I think there's Edelweiss in here. It feels very atmospheric and natural, fresh, zingy, crisp. I love this way more than Anello. Anello was a bit too piercingly sharp, too patchouli-esque and pineapple-esque. It just had that Aventus quality, which I'm not really into. This one is a gem. Some people will say it is masculine, but as you may know already, I do not categorize fragrances for women and for men. So for me, this is a perfect genderless summer fresh mountainy airy scent. One of my highlights this year was meeting Chris Collins in Exance in Milano and getting a few samples from his collection. One of these scents that I got was Sunset in Tamarindo. When I tell you I am head over heels this fragrance, it is a fruity scent, but it is luxurious. It is deep, it is dense, it is decadent. It is not fresh, zingy, musky kind of fruity fragrance. This is pure luxuriousness. When I wear this, I feel wealthy. If I was getting married in summer, this would be my bridal, my wedding fragrance. 100% you have mango, you have papaya, but you have this incredible, creamy, addictive, magnetic sandalwood. It's the same sandalwood to my nose as in Santal Greenery and in Guidance. And that part is my favorite. I love this sandalwood. This is addicting, decadent, lush. It opens fresh and woody, but you already get that creamy, woody sandalwood nuance. It's becoming more warm, still keeping that zing from the mango and papaya. I think you have some tropical florals in there as well that do not smell sunscreeny or typical. Wow, wow, wow. This is good. I honestly don't know all of the notes, so let me check quickly, because I'm curious myself. Davana, mandarin orange, frangipani, osmanthus, ylang ylang, musk, sandalwood root, and vanilla. To me, personally, this is one of the best fruity discoveries of this year and the years before. You have to spray this on your skin. On the paper, it will not do it justice. When I sprayed it the first time, I was like, oh, okay. It's like fresh, woody, mangoey kind of scent, but then I kept getting these incredibly magnetic and addictive whiffs of the scent, and it was this. One of the best things I've added to my collection recently, Dries van Noten Santal Greenery. I spoke about this fragrance so many times already. It is just the most perfect creamy fig and sandalwood scent that is not too herbaceous, too green. It has equal parts of the fig with its leaves. It's very juicy, and equal parts of the sandalwood. If I compare this to Philosopos, as I said, Philosopos smells more like the whole fig tree. It smells quite reserved and poetic, artsy. This is more out there because it's more creamy. It has that head-turning nuance to me. After smelling the whole Dries van Noten range in Milano, I realized that I really enjoy that house. Yes, because it's a fashion house, but they do accessories and fragrances, and now even body care, hand creams, some makeup bits. I really, how do they say? I dig it. I really dig Dries van Noten, and now they're actually launching a new violet fragrance, and the bottle is phenomenal. I'm so excited to smell that one. One of the most beautiful sounds of this summer is the sound of cicadas. One fragrance that smells like the sound of cicadas is Vert Soleil from Chloé. This is a very effervescent and bright and fresh piney fragrance with some musk and floral facets. To me, it smells like the color of chartreuse, like sun-warmed pine needles, not the fresh pine needles. The fresh ones are Sous les Pins from Chloé. The sun-warmed and more, let's say, muted in tone are Vert Soleil. This is such an easy reach. It smells natural, botanical, herbal. Sous les Pins smells more like a fragrance. This is more like an atmosphere and environment. This is something for people who don't want fruity, they don't want sweet, they don't want heavy on florals, something rather more atmospheric, as I said. Reserved, introverted, chic. There's loads of mastic or lentisque in this as well, and it is one of my favorite accords in perfumery because it gives that luxurious, piney, quality. I think this one is the least praised by fragrance community. The first time I smelled it, it was an instant #1 in my soul, in my heart. There's something about this fragrance that has a lot of me. Did you notice we haven't touched a single citrusy scent yet? There are just simply a lot of these citrusy fragrances that I enjoy wearing right now. Acqua di Parma Buongiorno, Nishane Wulong Cha, which is a citrusy figgy scent. Endless list of citrusy scents because people just lean towards citruses in summer. I personally would love to give a shout out to Still Life from Olfactive Studio. This fragrance is already, I think, 15 years old. It is just the most timeless yuzu, little bit spicy, little bit boozy, coconutty kind of fragrance. In here you have coconut water. In my head, it is not listed in the notes, but I do get lots of fresh coconut water. Not the coconut cream, not the coconut sunscreen. You know the feeling when you drink, you get the first sip of coconut water. It is just so refreshing and palatable and round. This is what I get in this fragrance. It is very juicy. It is quite fresh. It feels refreshing, but what makes it different to me is that it feels round. It is not zingy. It is not sharp. It doesn't have that citrusy, zesty sharpness. It feels more like the most refreshing yuzu cocktail made with coconut water, a little bit of rum, and some spices. All right, this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. There are still a few fragrances on my wish list for summer, but I think I could rock these as well throughout the year. For example, Trudon Dew. That one is a stunning, piney, fresh fragrance. Trudon is an amazing fragrance house. I discovered it in Milano as well. There's another fragrance brand on my radar that is called L'Objet. They have amazing fragrances too. Very reserved, introverted, very me. Let me know what fragrances are you wearing in this heat? What are you enjoying? Maybe I'll find some inspiration too, and I hope you're having a great day or great evening. See you in my next one. Bye!